and sometimes you need to be still. And so, hi. You know, life as an immigrant in the diaspora has oftentimes been misconstrued by, those back home to be a better life. Now, one thing I do want to kind of share with you all is that whatever you see on social media, whatever you see on Instagram or Facebook, these are just highlight reels. Now, I want to be balanced in this conversation. I'm not saying that life is a living hell out here. Yes, there are better opportunities in regards to your work, in regards to a career, in regards to even education. But there are oftentimes things that folks do not see, right? Because when we look at social media, these are highlights. They're not lowlights per se. So I wanted to share this video, or I wanted to make this video to kind of shed some insight or kind of draw the curtain a little bit for those who may not know about different struggles that immigrants have. And when I say immigrants, I'm talking about the first generation immigrants that tend to find themselves in a different country or in the diaspora. Let me share with you a little bit about my story. I came to the US in 2013. I was fortunate enough to get a scholarship to do my Master's of Science in GIS. So I came here under what they call a student visa or an F1 visa. I was blessed to get a job, and with this job, my visa status changed from student to a worker visa. And now in that status of a worker visa, you can have that status for about 6 years, to which you can now transition to getting a green card. Now this, a lot of people do not know about this, but it takes years and years for you to be fully settled. Meantime, in that time frame of student visa and worker visa, you have to renew your driver's license maybe every 3 years or every 1.5 years. Sometimes you can get lucky to get like an extended time period on your driver's license. Now, these are the things that you don't hear about, you don't see, they don't talk about this. But living as an immigrant here, there's so much paperwork, and oftentimes which takes so many years for you to actually go to bed sleeping well at night without the anxiety of, hey, I don't know whether my time here is done. And that's the situation that I'm in at the moment. So without going into too much detail, I'm now in a situation where so many things have been complicated to getting to that final stage of getting a green card. I'm no longer able to report to work because my status has expired, and it could be temporary. We're hoping it's temporary. I was given a 2-week notice that my time at my company would be over. And in that 2 weeks, there was a lot of emotional roller coasters that I was on, because I didn't anticipate this, and I was hoping that all of these things would be rectified, but they haven't. And now I have so much more time to do these videos, but it's something that was unexpected. I wanted to share my experience with you all, because when God wants your attention, He's going to get it. Why am I sharing all of this? Any of you, if you're watching this and you're in a place in your life where anything that could go wrong is going wrong, I want to let you know that He is still an anchor, that He has told us and He has made promises to us as His believers that He is always working things out for the good of those who love Him and are called according to His purpose. So I want to give you an encouragement, and sometimes even encourage myself, that when you forget, when everything else is going wrong, just remember, what the enemy meant for evil, God will always turn it around for the good. He who began a good work in you is faithful enough to complete it. Okay, so God is on your side, and He will continue working things out for your good. I just want to come here and share that even in the tunnel, even in the darkness, you are not alone. It might feel like it. You might feel like you're alone, but you really are not. And sometimes you need to be still. And if you're watching this, it may not be a coincidence. Sometimes God just wants you to be still in his presence. God will never leave us. He will never forsake us. Even when it doesn't make sense, he makes sense. Even when everything is up and down, just remember God is a constant. And sometimes we just need to be still in his presence and say, Lord, here I am, your servant is listening. So if you're watching this, I just want to encourage you to let you know that your situation is not over yet. God has not brought you this far just to bring you this far. There is so much more ahead of you, and even though sometimes it looks so cloudy, just know that with God, everything and anything is possible. I want to thank you guys for watching this video. If it's your first time here, thank you and welcome. If you have continued riding with me, thank you so much. Well, with all that said, all I have to say now to close this is, as usual, just remember, you are never too tainted to witness. I'll talk to you all later. Bye.